you know, sometimes pre-season can be good. Sometimes pre-season can be, uneventful. This was neither. I'm going to take you through the list, and it is like 7 pages of this long of the crap that happened during pre-season. Then we'll get into the first competitive league game of the season, because even that looks like it's going to go downhill quick. This Gravage Gamer, my name is Duncan. Welcome to the Journeyman. So yeah, we're here, and we're going to go through this. And you're wondering why we're still on like this screen instead of the football stuff everywhere. It's because I'm going to show you the like players who came, gone, whatever, and where they went in between everything else. And the first thing that happened after we stopped recording last night was I requested to get some coaching badges. The board accepted, so I'm getting my first coaching badge. Go us, which means better stats for me, etc., etc. Now, the first thing that actually happened was Thomas Krause left the club on a free transfer. He signed for this team. Yeah, no. Trust me, there's a player that we've signed that I don't even know how to say his second name. But he came here, and it was fine. They offered him a contract. I think he was on one of the non-contract contracts, so it was fine. He left. Right? Not a problem. Next to leave was Gruff. John Williams. He left after. So, I think, I can't remember if I showed it in the last episode or not, but we offered him like a new contract twice to keep him from going to other clubs, and then the most recent one was during pre-season where we offered him a contract to stay, and he decided to go to Port Talbot, who's not even in a fucking playable league. But that's where he went. So he left us as well. Then, remember our amazing second choice striker, or the guy who could have been first choice? Yeah, he left us to Norwich United. Again, not even in a playable league, but he's left us. And that is how our pre-season began. Good news with me getting the coaching badges. 3 players immediately left. Callum Jones, who you remember, backup centre-back. We offered him a new contract to ward off interest from other clubs because they'd offered him a contract to leave. No, his contract was actually running out. We offered him a new contract. I think his contract was up at the end of... We had players whose contracts were up at like the end of May, June and July. So I think his was up at the end of May. We're still in May at this point. No, we're in April still at this point. We offered him a new contract. We then signed a 35-year-old target man who would have been perfect for us. His name was Mark Williams. There's a reason I'm not showing you him. We'll get to him later. Then, Jack Hurley was getting interest from other clubs, so we offered him a new contract to stay, and he has, actually. He's probably now our first choice centre mid, which is showing you where we are going this season, and it is not looking good. Then, the wonderful Mr. Callum Jones, who we had just offered a brand new contract to stay at the club. He left us in a free to join Monmouth. Who are they? Exactly. Another non-league Wales side. We lost him. He was going to be a kind of backup, especially after we lost Gruff. I was like, well, we need to keep him then, because I wanted to not have to sign a whole new defence in like every position, first choice and second choice. We then offered a contract to, and the player had agreed, a contract to a player I'd been chasing the whole of last season. He agreed to join another club before, but we got him. His name is, which I think is pronounced Shion. But Johnson is coming in. Or is he? Sorry, he is a midfielder. He's not great, but he's a backup. He's 19 years old. He may develop. He may not. We'll see how it goes, but he came in. Then our brand new first choice striker, Mark Williams. He retired and became a scout. For no reason. He wasn't injured. No long-term injury. He just fucking retired after signing a 1-year deal with me after about 2 weeks. Do you remember Damon Thomas? Our awful player who, was our top goal scorer? He retired. At this point, we had one striker at the club, and it was Bebb. Then it was the end of the contract for Saunders and Perkins. I have no idea if they've signed for anybody else. I didn't care at this point. I was panicking. We then managed to thankfully sign and bring in before the transfer window opened, because at this point Johnson hadn't joined, but we brought in a player who I tried to sign before. You may have seen me try to negotiate with him, and Morgan Thomas Sadler. Or is it Sandler? I think it's Sadler. Yeah, it's Sadler. 21-year-old centre-half. Coaches think he's the best defender we've got. I kind of agree. I know he can actually tackle, which is a bonus, but he came in and everything was starting to look a bit better. We then signed another centre-half because, at this point, I think we're down to one, and the name of Kieran Allen. He came in, again, he was coming in as a backup more than anything else. Decent enough player. Kind of similar in the stat-wise to Thomas Sadler. So that's probably going to be his backup. He's got fantastic jumping reach, which I'm very happy with. He's 6'3", pretty decent at tackling. We needed a striker, and that is what we then signed next. We then signed Corey Spencer, another guy who we looked at repeatedly last season. He's 27 years old, he's a poacher. He's come in to be probably second choice as a striker. He's 5'9", he's got a little bit of pace. I'm hoping he'll be okay. Honestly, I have an issue signing strikers in these games. I have played every iteration since... I played every Football Manager iteration since 2011 or 2009. I can't remember which one it is. And I've played the previous Chat Manager games. Signing strikers has always been my kryptonite. I'm awful at it. We then brought in a backup left back in 20-year-old Billy Kirkman. He looks pretty decent, to be fair. Decent crossing. He's okay at marking. Good kind of physicals. I'd rather he had strength, but that can be worked on. It's not going to set the world on fire, but he will be fine. O'Leary was then released, and so was Rowan Piper. We knew that Connor Goldsworthy was coming in, so he did come in at this point as well. At this stage, we were in the 1st or 2nd of July. Connor Goldsworthy came in. Again, pretty decent all-round kind of player for us. His physicals are worse than Billy Kirkman's, but he has a better player than Billy all round. I then made a transfer mistake. I desperately wanted a new first choice goalkeeper. I asked my director of football, give me a goalkeeper that I can sign on loan, and this was the guy we went for. I took my director of football's word. We didn't scout him, we didn't even bring him in for a trial. We brought him in on loan for 6 months, and he's not the greatest. He's actually our worst goalkeeper. Thankfully we're not paying anything, and he'll be away in December, but honestly, mistake. We then signed without... I then decided, one risky transfer wasn't enough. Let's sign another, and our backup, as I now have to try and spell this, right back in Cameron, which I'm assuming is Llewellyn, but he's actually really good, and the Direct Football did me well here. He's actually our best right back, apparently. Thomas Sadler's also a second best right back. So Nash hasn't played right back yet, or centre half, but he has played our cup game as our first choice right back. And spoiler, he started today in our first league game as our right back. I think he's actually pretty decent for us. Good physicals minus strength, decent all round in terms of at this level for marking, passing, tackling, and quite a good crosser. So I'm hoping he can get a couple of assists this season, and hopefully our defence doesn't shit the bed. But after the cup game we just played, I'm not holding my breath. We then signed a midfielder in Mackenzie Toms. He says he's a Mazzella. I am playing him as a box-to-box midfielder. His finish isn't great, but he's good dribbling, first touch. good passing tackle technique. He just seems like a pretty much all-rounder for us. Like, he could do any midfield role pretty much that we might need. So he's come in. He is pretty much a first-choice centre mid for us, which is a worry, but we haven't been able to get better. We then signed another first-choice defender to partner Morgan Thomas Sadler, and it was Tim Gorgievsky. I'm genuinely surprised I managed to spell that. 26 years old, can play defensive mid or centre mid. He is a central defender cover, which I kind of get. He's got pace and no jumping reach, so I'm not really expecting him to win many headers. Decent position, so I'm hoping he can get a fair few interceptions for us and things if we're getting through balls. I'm hoping that route one ball might get cast out, but he will be partnering him in He'll be partnering Morgan Sadler in defence. But we needed a third choice striker or somebody else who could potentially just help out when needed. And another player who was recommended to us basically all season we signed, and it's Thomas Walters, 27 years old. He's apparently a poacher, not the quickest in the world. Good finishing and composure, good design, so I'm hoping he might be able to help us, but realistically, I think he'll probably play more as a pressing forward on attack. I think that's probably how I'll use him, but we will need to see. We then received an offer for Beb from a team in the division above us, can't remember who. I rejected it because I cannot lose every key player to the side. Then the majority of my squad became unhappy, so I've now agreed to sell him, which honestly I'm still not planning on doing, but if a team does come in from a higher division, fine, like I get it, he'll go. We had to offer Dylan Jones a contract, so a couple of clubs came in for him. They offered him a contract. He was on a non-contract with us since coming out of his youth contract. He has agreed to stay on, so that genuinely has made a difference. We then signed a first choice left midfielder, which leaves Aaron Williams spot in the team unsure, but he's more of a attacking mid, but left hand side of midfield. He's got a decent bit of pace, good dribbler, good at passing, fantastic technique actually. Crossing's okay, first touch is okay for what we're looking for, so I'm hoping he can come in. He's a star player on £5 a week, by the way. Some of what we've done has been amazing. We also have a player who's about to head out the door now, and 16-year-old Christian Morris, who's Penny and Bont have come in for him. I couldn't face a second revolt before we even played a league game, so we agreed. They did offer him back to us on loan. As you can see, still here. He did offer us back to him on loan, but I've rejected that. And there's a reason for that. It's because I think we may need to change to this. I've been trying to bring in a defensive mid, and as you can see, I've actually got a contract offer on the table to a deep line playmaker on loan. I have no idea how good the lad is, but he can pass. We don't have passers in the team. So if he comes in, the fact he can play centre mid generally might help us out. There's a reason. We played the last game, a cup game. We lost to a non-league side, and we looked like we'd never seen football before. So this, in theory, is our strongest 11. If we played defensive mid, then it would have been Morris, but we're now not because he's leaving. It does leave us with that youngster, Jamie Rogers. Just leave it. But this is what our starting 11 is going to look like, probably as things stand, but it's certainly the 11 we're going into today's game with. We're going to talk about the cup game. Let's look at it. We lost 2-0 to South Gower. South Gower are renting our stadium from us. They don't play in any playable league in the game, and they comfortably, and I do mean comfortably, beat us 2-0. We didn't lay a glove on them. Our whole team, near enough, was utter trap. They are a league side. They're in our fucking division. Well, they were a non-league side last year. I've not even looked at the season preview yet. Oh, okay, so we're expected to finish 9th. Something I did not mention. So we ended last season, you've seen that the club expected us to finish mid-table, and I had near enough a panic attack. They don't. They now expect us to just avoid relegation. So it's the same as last season, but this year we do not have the quality that we did have before. But this is the team we're going into, and we're playing today's game. I've switched to 4-4-2 because just to try something different. If we're not going to have a defensive mid who can play well, then there's no point having one. We've got two very good strikers, according to our coaches, with a good second choice in Walters. Realistically, Williams can also play as a striker, so that may end up being where he plays as well as back up to Williams. My two wingers are Jones on one side and they're Williams on the other. I've just realised that. Anyway, this is what we're going into. We're playing Cumberland Celtic, and I swear I have no faith in us to be able to do anything. I'm not going to give you number 9. If we could end this week with like a video that doesn't have me wanting to just kick my PC, that would be great. That'd be so good. But I feel like we're failing horribly, and I am not convinced of our luck at all this season. I really wanted to upgrade on Evans. We had a deal agreed with a goalkeeper who I had chased all transfer window. We would never drop his demands down. We managed to agree him to drop down to a £55 appearance fee on a non-contract, and he signed for someone else in the same division. So no doubt we'll come up against him, and if I remember, I will mention him. But we are starting this game at home against a team that I vaguely remember losing against at the end of the season. I think, oh yeah, we did, because Jeffrey scored a lot past me. So I'm not really sure how well we're going to do here. I don't know why we'd expected to finish mid-table. We do not have a mid-table strength side. And straight away, I wanted a target man. I really wanted a target man up top. Mark Williams was the only one who was good enough and would come to us. And the fact that he retired like 2 weeks later was such a kick in the stones. There was no like, he's planning on retiring, none of that. He didn't get injured or anything. He just went, meh, I'm not playing anymore, and just retired. I got him, fuck me. I got a message from Jordan Davies at the end of the season. He's going to not retire, but he's looking to step down a level to continue playing. And I'm like, seriously? Like, if I get any form of luck, and I'm just trying my hardest to not rage about the fact that we are 3 minutes into the fucking game, we are 1-0 down, and my new amazing centre half gets beaten at the back fucking post with a header. Congratulations, my left back and left mid can pass each other. Sadler with the long ball over the top to absolutely nobody. If things keep going the way that last season ended and this season looks to be going, we will get sacked before Christmas. While the window's still open, I'm going to try and get a first choice goalkeeper. I am just not convinced with Evans whatsoever. However, I think I may have made Evans my captain, but do you know what? I don't care. I think Davies is still my assistant? My vice captain. So I have no idea what's going on. Oh, I am so disappointed with how we're playing. No. Thank Christ you won that. So I know that Evans can catch a ball, but Thomas Sadler is having a horrific game. Everyone else isn't playing amazingly well or bad, I'd say, but our centre-halves are the worst performers again. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Oh, this is not going to be good. I don't have any faith that we can actually do anything. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Evans made a save. He had to make it. We did give Evans a number 1, but that was just a formality in case we don't actually sign a better goalkeeper. So many of our players are just not Not performing anymore. Which is a concern. Especially for me. Just getting at halftime 1-0 down. And let's see what I can do with the thrashing of the arms. You've been fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm going to take Bebb off for Thomas Walters here. And I'm going to play him as that pressing forward on support. Just to try something that little bit different. And I'm also going to take Dylan Jones off for Aled Jones. And I'm going to take Morgan off for Kieran Allen. Because he's looked similar stat-wise to me. That's 3 changes at half-time to just try and change the game somehow. I didn't realise how dull the camera is. Why is it doing this today? I have so many issues trying to record during the daytime. I actually stopped playing this game like I did. I finished pre-season at 5 in the morning. And that's me like straight up and just recording this episode to get it done. Maybe I made bad decisions at like 3, 4 in the morning. Who knows? But this pre-season is coming back to haunt me. Oh, please, just do something, lads. Just let's not mess this up more. Spencer isn't playing well. I'm going to say that's a double save, but it was just sheer luck that it was on the ground for the second one. I am going to make a change. Again, I'm going to swap Walters and Spencer round. I'm going to play Walters in his preferred. Portugal will bring on Aaron Williams, who is a pressing forward if needs to play up front. In terms of changes, I'm going to take Hurley off because he isn't doing it. And I'm going to bring on Jordan Davies. We'll play him in a centre mid attack like we know he can do. And just hope and fucking pray that we get something from this game. Our right back, Cameron, is playing utter garbage, along with the majority of my team, to be fair. Only 1 or 2 players could really get pass marks today. Oh, man. Aled Jones, though, puts the ball across, straight to the keeper. No, Aled, well done in getting a ball in the box. You're done better than most. Route 1 ball. Cameron wins the header, though. Can't pick up the second ball, but Davies intercepts that. Jones, who just runs into trouble. And we are immediately under pressure. He's 1-on-1. Good save, Evans. You are actually keeping me in this fucking thing somehow. I'm going to berate the team in a minute. Especially when Aled Jones gives away a shoot at full like that. So I'm doing the old you're all a bunch of cunts routine, which is spurred them all on. Can we get an equaliser in this game? Oh, Jack Williams! Oh, man, you left mid with a looping header. Thank Christ. In terms of like relegation battles, I'm always like of the opinion if we are like point per game by the end of the season, so if there's 30 games, if we have like 30 points, I always feel you're generally going to be pretty safe. And right now, well, there's 9 minutes left. Can we get a winner? I doubt it, but thank Christ we got that equaliser there. Evans, do not fuck this up for me. You can save this, mate. You can save this. You can save this. That is not what I expected. Oh my god. Oh my god. Evans with a save that was awful when he redirects that ball, but the defender, whoever the fuck he was, gets that block in. That should be 2. Corner comes in. Allen away with it this time. Can we get a last minute winner? Cameron to Aaron Williams. Cameron puts the ball back post. Miles away from him, but Williams there keeper it's out to Tom. Next I see Williams doing a fucking scissor kick. Jones. Don't lose it. Cameron. Plays the ball over the top. Aled Jones runs onto it. Cut it across. Oh, he's hit a goal at shot. Hit a goal at shot. Hit a shot at goal. We've got a corner. Aaron Williams with the ball in. Doesn't go far. But Williams here, can he get a better ball in second time round? It's the last minute of the game. Aaron Williams. Come on, Aaron. Any time of the day, lad. Hits the corner in. Zone. Toms! Oh, fuck. Do you know what? I will gladly take the point here because we have been woeful for, in terms of competitive games, the end of last season and then the first cup game we're already out of again. And this result, I am not convinced this will be in any way a good season for us. We'll be back in for you 2 seconds with our final game of this episode against a team who, honestly, I still don't know how to pronounce. See if anyone can knows how to phonetically tell me how to say the majority of the teams in this league. Please leave a comment and tell me how to. But we'll come back for this game before we end for today. Oh, God help us. So here we are now for the last game of the episode. And as you'll see, we have somebody new playing on right wing. His name is Jay Boyd. He is in on loan for, I think, 6 months because his contract's up and then. He's just a right winger. He's from Northern Ireland. He's on loan from Warren Point. I don't know. I panicked and just started trying to sign anybody for anywhere. So let's see kind of what happens. We're going into today's game. I think that's the only change I made to the starting 11. Yeah, it is. We've got our midfielders in there. We've got our wingers. Yeah, that's it. That's our only change going into today's game. Let's see if we can perform that bit better today. Hopefully we can. Because if not, we are fucked. Probably is the most polite way I can actually put it. We're away from home today. And we're favourites. Fucking play like it. Is the best that they're going to, or the nicest they're going to hear from me today. We are the team in white. As per normal. Can we, for once, as a team, not shit the bed? Williams. Oh, what a free kick. Jack Williams now with his second goal in 2 games. 3 games. He played in the cup game. What a goal. Free kick right in the top corner. Keeper's not saving that. And Williams slots it home. I do realise I'm playing a right-footed player left midfield and I can play him as a winger. There is a new role now or instruction for players if on the tactics for wingers where they can still cut inside with the ball. I'm just going to give that to him so that he will do that more. He'll still run down to the byline, but hopefully maybe just make him that bit more creative. And by creative, I mean more balls in the box. Williams with better pace picks that ball up. That is an awful ball though, and we have just been saved by their awful finishing. Oh, I'm just so not confident with this team now. I think overall some of the positions have been strengthened, but I think the squad as a whole hasn't. Boyd has now picked up an injury with a tight hammy. Actually, I'm just going to bring on Alan Jones instead of Dylan Jones. Alan's been playing better any time he's come on recently. Dylan Jones' performances have went down the shitter, especially at the end of last season. Goes with it off the ball into the box to nobody. Goes with it Hurley back to Georgievski. Plays that long ball over the top to Jack Williams. Williams! 2-0. Williams is the only player who's looking competent at this point in time. Great ball from our centre half and Georgievski. I didn't realise he was ginger. That's a problem. Left foot. I don't even think he's left footed, but fantastic ball over the top. Williams takes the first touch right hand side or right foot, brings it inside and just curls it right in. And for once we look relatively comfortable in a game. Unbelievable. It's been a while since we've looked comfortable in a game. Last season. Well, who else just picked up a knock? Yeah, I'm happy with how you're doing, lads. Who's just picked up a knock? Is it Williams? He is getting a bit tired, but we're going to leave him on just now. We're not going to make any other changes. We've got 2 more stoppages we can use. It'll be Dylan Jones who'll be going on that left-hand side, I think. Or I might bring on Adam Williams, actually. But Jack Williams gets by, cuts it in the back post. Beb can't get to it. Hurley picks up, though. Gives it to Cameron. I might just change his whole name to Cammy, because don't know how to say that. I don't know how to pronounce his second name. Dylan Bebb has been awful again. I might have to look to sell him, but that'd be a bad idea because I don't really have anyone else who can play up front. I've not actually got anyone better. Anyone better hasn't came. Spencer isn't looking likely to be the guy to replace him, although he is playing at the moment. Jack Williams though with the ball. Will he hit it in? Will he have a go? Crosses it in. Alan Jones just heads it straight to the goalkeeper. As we look, we've got one more stoppage we can use. If we're going to do it, we're going to have to make probably more than one change. I'm eyeing up Jack Williams' fitness. Walters hits a shot from about 20 yards out. Doesn't even trouble the goalkeeper. Doesn't even look like it's going near the goal. Williams, I don't really want to take you off because you're on a hat-trick and the only guy who looks like he can score a goal, but we are playing okay. Picked up a booking now. So let's actually bring on Aaron Williams. Play use that wide midfielder. Corey Spencer. Going to bring Spencer off, but I'm going to change the shape back to the 4-1-4-1. Walters will go into the middle as a butcher. I don't know who our best DM actually is. Mackenzie Toms, it looks like, so he'll go into the midfield there. We'll place you with Shane or Cheyenne Johnson, who is a centre midfielder on attack. And Toms, you're a ball winning midfielder, I am assuming. Yeah. So that's 4 changes. We can make one more change. Will I is the question. I have dropped my pen. I'm going to take Sadler off again. He's not had a bad game this time. But Kieran Allen did really well when he came on last time. So I want to give him some more minutes. Georgievski's had a good game today. So that signing. Maybe once the guys play a bit more together and settle in, we might get a bit more keys. And it has been a lot of guys who've came and gone. Jack Williams almost get the hat-trick there. But just wide of the post. Lads, don't lose 2 goals or more, please. It's 2-1, and we're back to squeaky bum time. Look how simple this is. Welsh are really unmarked. We just let them run in. We are so awful with what we do. So awful. So my phone was just buzzing. I thought something important was happening. It wasn't. Ball at the back post. Russell. Fucking hell, lads. Demand some more for these guys because they are doing nothing again. We seem to, the minute we lose that one goal, as if our whole confidence just goes. Probably doesn't help that I'm at the side of the pitch looking like a nervous wreck about to have a heart attack, but that's not the point. Alan Jones is advancing by himself. He's not the quickest. Oh, just keep it down, son. Just keep it fucking down. None of our strikers look in any way remotely capable. Aaron Williams, though, with the corner. Oh, it's such an easy pick-up for their keeper. 4 minutes left of the game. Can we hold on for a 2-1 victory? Away from home. Cameron to Jones. To Toms. Back to Al Jones. Nobody there to support him. He doesn't need it. Gets the ball across. It's Walters! 3-1. Thomas Walters with his first goal of the season. Just said that none of my strikers look capable, and Walters with an easy fucking tap in that he didn't miss. Thank Christ we've got a victory. When was the last time we won a game? Russell. That's a good ball in, actually. But their player made a mess of that. 4 minutes added time. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Can we make it 4? Goldsworthy with the corner. No, but it's fallen to Alan Jones. Oh, he takes it by 1. Cuts it back for Allen. Corner again, I think. Wee. Who's hitting this one? Aaron Williams? Williams with the corner. He's going to hit it in. We don't have that many men in the... What is my assistant manager doing with these set pieces? We have hardly anyone attacking that ball. 93rd minute. About fucking, 25, 30 odd seconds left. Cammy doesn't really win the ball. He's got to do better there. Another ball over the top. Evans picks it up. Just hold it for as long as you can, Evans. Just kill the time, son. Evans now with the long ball, but 10 seconds left, hopefully. Williams picks it up. I haven't seen much of Johnson in the game, so I'm not really expecting. He's not really had much time to do much. Full-time whistle goes. We finally win a game of football. That was a good win for us. And, oh, God. What? I don't even know when we're going to come back. Let's have a look at our schedule and see where it looks like we're going to be. Boyd is out for a couple of days with still a hamstring. Niggle. Jack Williams, fantastic performance from the lad. Schedule, let's see, what do we even look like doing? I think I will play the Carmarthen Abergavenny game offline. We'll then come back for the Welsh Cup first round against Lucas, what I'm assuming is Cumberland, and then we will play Ammanford at home. Yeah, that looks like a good game to come back for. Thank you everyone who has watched this week's episodes. Monday to Friday, 4 PM UK time. There should be new episodes of this getting released every week. If you're enjoying it, please do leave a like. If you get anything you want to say, guess, whatever, leave a comment. I've been replying to the comments when I see them. So if you want to interact, that's a good place. Also join the Discord, and if you want to watch me stream, I stream most Monday to Fridays over on Twitch, playing a host of games that aren't Football Manager. But thank you guys. I will see you in the next one, and I'll see you all next week. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye for now.